Greetings, noble viewers, and welcome back to Chimera Wargaming. Today, we open a sealed relic from the mortal realms, the Freeguild Fusiliers, brave lads of the Empire, armed with black powder, hope, and suspicious hats. The box itself? Glorious at first glance. The painted minis on the back try to whisper tales of glory, but honestly, I miss the old art boxes. You know, the ones that made you dream of epic battles, not birthday presents from a toy store. Now, let us proceed with the sacred ritual. Removing the protective plastic film, the modern-day seal of the arcane, and finally opening the box of Imperial secrets. And honestly, who doesn't love that first whiff of fresh plastic when opening a new box? It's the scent of possibilities, of unassembled glory, the true perfume of the hobbyist. But I digress. Inside this box of Imperial promise, you'll find the sacred assembly scrolls, aka the instructions, 3 sprues brimming with potential, a decal sheet for extra heraldic flair, and 11 28mm round bases, the perfect size to die heroically on your tabletop. And behold, the heraldic decal sheet included with the set is absolutely stunning. This Cities of Sigmar transfer sheet boasts a whopping 410 icons, iconic free city crests, Sigmarite cult sigils, and other heraldry worthy of any proud battalion. Truly, crafting the heraldry for the herald is a delight. Every skull and standard feels meticulously adorned. Now, the sprues, pure craftsmanship from the forges of Sigmar himself. I absolutely love the skulls on the banner for the standard bearer. Nothing says for the Empire like a flag covered in the remains of your enemies, or your ancestors. Either way, it's beautifully grim. You get a whopping 23 heads and 12 shields, which means, after you build your unit, you'll still have 1 extra shield and 12 spare heads. Perfect for kit bashing, conversions, or building a weird 3-headed fusilier to confuse your enemies. First impressions? The heads are beautifully sculpted, full of character and grim determination. You can almost hear them shouting, "Hold the line." I even built one holding 2 pistols, bald as a Sigmarite monk, straight out of Mordheim. But here's the twist, I built them for a friend, who doesn't even want to play with them. Scandalous, I know. But worry not, I'm slowly corrupting him. Now, the instructions. They're, how shall we say, a puzzle sent by Tsinch. Mildly confusing, slightly chaotic, but with enough patience, and maybe a whispered prayer to the dark gods, I managed to assemble these 11 noble souls. And I must say, they look absolutely glorious. And the standard bearer? Absolutely stunning. Covered in skulls like any proper emissary of the Empire should be. Glorious, grim, and totally over the top, just the way we like it. Here on the assembly guide, you can see how the miniatures should be built. But let's be honest, I often prefer to do a bit of kit bashing to make them more unique. A missing helmet here, a stolen pistol there, every soldier tells a slightly darker tale that way. And here we have the suggested color scheme, which, to my surprise, I actually really like. So I'll follow it faithfully to ensure my unit looks uniform and cohesive alongside the rest of the army. Alright, now it's time to assemble these brave fools, and at the end, I'll show you how they turned out. Let's get building. Here, I'll show you a quick glimpse of what I managed to accomplish in around 8 hours of heroic effort, the noble task of assembling these warriors of the Empire. And now, behold, a small showcase of the assembled miniatures, standing proud and ready to be painted in all their future glory. Their rifles are loaded, their skulls are polished, and their destiny awaits, on the battlefield or my painting desk.
Okay guys, this is the end of this unboxing. I hope that you like and see you soon. Bye.